Hey guys, it's me, Time Walker, and welcome back to Dark Souls 3. Last time, I made most of the way that I wanted to through the undead village here, and now I'm heading back to deal with the giant archer that was on top of this tower, as well as go talk with Siegvard again, since now that I've actually inadvertently solved the elevator problem for him, and he'll be in a separate pickle than what he was, but okay. Anyway, there's not too much up here. There's a soul as well as the giant archer, which they made the giants here look more like the giants from Dark Souls 1 than Dark Souls 2, except a bit more mossy. Anyway. Okay, so anyway, talking to him like that, he'll give you a white birch tree branch, which essentially makes it so he knows you're a friend and he will not shoot at you. Otherwise, if you try going through that area there with the trees and everything and that white birch right there front and center, he will try shooting at you, he will kill you. However, making it so that you are friends with him, he will never do that, and he will only shoot enemies in that area, which can definitely be helpful because there's 3 separate white birch trees. And it can be annoying sometimes to deal with multiple enemies. Anyway, come down here, and out here on this balcony is Siegvard.
Anyhow, do you see that humongous beast? No coward I was steady hand. That thing makes my skin crawl. Now, think twice before you go down that road.
Yeah, that beast he's talking about is one of the only 2 demons you run into in the game that are like that. There's also a stray demon, a boss in the main game, and then a boss in the Ring City DLC, who are each demons, but this is the only one where they look essentially like this game's version of the Taurus demon from Dark Souls 1, but on fire.
I could try some sense into it. No, I think not. It's hard to know what it is. I've got to use my head and think.
Okay, so at this point, this is still the safe zone, can't get any aggro from the demon. Okay, maybe it was a foot back, actually.
my performance. You mustn't sit here till you're ahead. We unkindling must put our duties first. But, for the moment, give a toast to me. Your valor, my sword, and our victory together. Long may the sun shine. Well, I'm going to have myself to nap. The only thing to do really after I toast.
Okay, so anyway, last episode I forgot the name of the character from Demon's Souls. He was also a bit of a reference to. The character's name was Bjor of the Twin Fangs, actually, and well, here's part of the reference. They both kind of fall asleep after a fight. And snore. Okay, that's enough. So you might as well show up the lore. I feel like there was something there, but maybe not. Oh, anyway, here in this big fire pile, you can actually destroy all the little bits of kindling on it to put it out. I'm not exactly sure if it does anything, but if it does, then I've never run into what happens, and if it doesn't, well, then it's just a really interesting effect they put in, like, okay. Anyway, after we desecrate a few more bodies, oh, Covenant item, and this should be the Northern Armor, yep, which is actually the default for the Warrior class in this game. I think it's the Warrior class, pretty sure. Alright, they try doing this to you. This looks like a trap, but this isn't. So that's supposed to lull you into a false sense of security because they repeat the thing 2 more times. The first one being really quickly coming up. Yeah. Yeah, not falling for it. Dogs. Well, after you. But... okay. What about you, buddy? Of course, these guys in this trap are a bit more jerkish because they don't come down with throwing knives. You have to use like a firebomb. I'm not gonna waste one on you. Anyway, this should be dark pine resin? No, human pine resin, right? It puts dark on your weapon, but it's human pine resin. I don't think I got over the lore on any of these. Okay, so here we have the somewhat annoying duo. Yep, just a little closer. Thank goodness you actually went for melee attacks instead of magic. Makes this so much easier. Okay, what hit me? Legitimately, what? No drop. Okay. See, lens ring should be up here somewhere, which is not a ring I really plan on using because, well, making it so you do more attack damage with a lower carry weight when really I'm not going to lower my carry weight too much is not going to help me. So maybe just roll up. Yeah, might as well. There, just in case I forgot to show any of those off. And here I actually have to drop down. Great. Ooh, but the Chloranthene ring's at the bottom of here, and I actually want that. And this should be the Mira set? Yep. Let's see. I'm going to need to like switch this ring out because I do not have the carry weight. And it really wasn't helping me that much anyway. Anyway, look, the Mira set there from Dark Souls 2. It's currently missing its mask headpiece. In order to get Lucatiel's mask, you simply have to trade in a vertebrae shackle or vertebra shackle since it's single, well, to the crows. See, and that dog's guarding an ember, I believe, so. Yep. I'm pretty sure that door back there to the boss is closed from this side, actually. Because I think I checked once and it was, but... course the one got me, of course. And now for the big guy. Yeah, you're not going to drop anything, are you? Okay. So there's one thing I want to get specifically. Strike that. Two things I specifically want to get in the area I was pointing out where you would get shot at by the giant. And right after I get those, I'm going to head back to Firelink, level up a bit, upgrade my sword because I believe I have enough Titanite now. I believe. Let's just check real quick. No, I do not. Seems might progress into the next area a little bit, then come back and fight the boss. But yeah, you see, that's what I meant by the giant shooting all the way down here. No, picking up these white birch branches do not count for making him, the giant not hostile toward you. However, if you pick the young white birch branch in, as your starting gift for the game, then he will start out being friendly toward you. I believe this message is a warning about that. Yeah. Okay, so over here's one of those items I wanted. This should be an undead bone shard, which basically burning those at the Firelink bonfire upgrade how much health your Estus flask recover. Then I really couldn't care less about the club. Then see up here and back. Yeah. Let's try that again. Up here and back. This should be the scythe. Great scythe. I might as well open up the door since I'm here. Of course. Which it's weird how they put more messages here. Like, I really don't see the point of this message. This one I see a bit more because that's an actual important item, but... It really just seems kind of pointless to say exactly what the boss is before you even enter the room. Because that was kind of like one of the big things about the Soul series, was it's like the sense of this thing's probably going to kill me and it looks hideous, or it's just absolutely big or awesome looking, and you have no idea it's going to be like that till you actually get into the room. You going to drop your weapon? No. Wouldn't have entirely minded of having a bleeding weapon like that. Okay, this is the other item I wanted. And it's the first bit of umbral ash that we'll be able to use to upgrade the Shrine Handmaiden's shop. I'm just going to sell those souls when I get back, because it's going to be a lot quicker than trying to just use them. Actually, that set right there, the Fallen Knight set, I want that. Because personally, I think it looks a bit cooler than just the regular Knight set, and it's lighter to boot. So you should say something new now. Well, I would assume it would lead to the Cathedral of the Deep if that's where the sacrifices went to. Sell first. Let's see, and I should also probably talk to Grey Rat. Yeah, I'm missing 2. Right, because I need to tell him about Loretta. Yeah, there it is. See, you don't have any Titanite, do you? Should check back with. See, and Yoel's here now. Okay, this dry out true strength thing, this is what ties into the last ending of the game. Again, probably when I feel like I'm reaching the point of no return for which ending I'm going for. Or whether or not I go for this ending or the To Link the Fire ending, since you can't do potentially both, whereas you can do either or of those and the end of fire ending. So it's more like when I feel like, when I know for a fact I'm reaching the point of no return on that, I'm going to put like a poll up in one of these videos. So I'll probably mention that again when that point comes.
As I have said, I was once a sorcerer. Alas, magic is a far cry from where I was a beginning. But I can teach you what I know. Perhaps, more importantly, I believe if I can tease out your true strength, we pilgrims of Limbo are keenly aware that those branded by the dark side possess something quite special. As I have found my way.
He doesn't really sell too much, basically a few small sort of starter sorceries. Is because this is the main important thing to this character.
Be safe, champion of Ash.
Just to make sure, let's shut this off. Which, every time you actually do this, the flame around the bonfire actually increases a little bit. It doesn't start to become too noticeable till the later ones, when like the entire coiled sword is basically enwreathed in flame. Time to probably start putting up elfin endurance a bit. That should be good. And did you sell Titanite now? No? Alright, well, I'm gonna buy a few fire bombs from Greirat first, and I'm gonna start heading for the next area actually, and then I'll come back to the boss. So let's say 50. Because I want some of these too. See, but Bloodlust should have something new to say too. Yeah, he's the only place to really use one, so. Anyway, I'm going to continue at the next area because frankly I just kind of want like a level 3 weapon at the very least before fighting the next boss, just because I kind of want to get that boss fight over with quickly, because it's just not really one of my favorites. It's just kind of weird and boring. Try to ignore the really low textures. I mean, they totally don't exist. See? I mean, nothing wrong. Alright, the forlorn guy is here now. I'm trying to remember, they got a different name, but... You're not dead. Die. Shrivingstone? Or Shrivingstone? Not sure exactly on that pronunciation. Should probably have looked it up. Let's see. Oh, didn't show this off. I'm pretty sure I showed the rest off though. Basically just if you want to undo an infusion and maybe put a different infusion on a weapon, that's what you use. Which, you get a bunch of them throughout the game, so it's like I guess they really kind of want you to maybe try, like, adapting your weapon for different bosses. See, and I picked that up. That went rather well, I'd say. Alright, you. Tell me how exactly people keep and monsters keep walking and getting up no problem after being impaled by like a 5-foot long sword. Just kinda seems a little much even for fantasy to be stretching my suspension of disbelief. Alright, and down here's the butcher lady. Got one of these in most Souls games too. Demon Souls had one, I forget her name. Forget the name of the one in Dark Souls 1. I know there was one in Dark Souls 2. Except the difference here is those were all technically Red Phantom invaders. This one's an actual, like, enemy NPC. And you dropped the butcher knife? Yep. And this is sellsword stuff. No, this is brigand. Sell swords later on. Yep, don't start changing yet. Okay, you're good. Because now I can just stun lock you to death. There we go, another one of those, and I'll be ready. Dang it, I forgot to buy the key from the Shrine Handmaiden. I need to go back for that. Yeah, I'm just gonna kind of avoid that at the moment. I was hoping that would happen. Just let the enemies kill themselves. It's so much easier. Let's see, there's going to be the fat one and the regular one. And that's why I like the reach on great swords in this game and other Souls games. It's so much better. Yeah, you see, that's why I remembered, oh, I forgot to do that because the one character's tied to that book I just picked up. Notice how it says it's a Braille Divine Tome, so... See, and then the other thing was a ring. Right, Morn's ring. I did not show this off. Did I? If I did, I forgot. Okay. Right, red eye one. Wait, hang on a second. I feel like the book... No, I think it was a different book that mentions these guys. Well, they both see me. No, just the one sees me. This is risky, this is risky, this is risky. Because there's 3 of these guys. He's changing. And I'm good. Because I am really not worried about these guys as mages. Because they kind of suck in terms of actually doing anything dangerous. See, then there's going to be a bonfire down here, as well as a new character. 2 new characters, actually, but the one really won't have much to say. Like I said, not much to say. Anyway, here's the talkative one. Interesting little tidbit here. Depending on what gender you make your character, it actually makes Henri the opposite. So if I were playing a girl character, you would have heard a male voice right now, because Henri would have been a dude then. Anyway, I'm going to do one more thing, then I figure it might as well be a good as any point to cut the video. Oh, you showed up.
Duties we each bear, but one's duty is a solitary affair. I doubt how much to gain from synchronization. Blessings from me will be your journey. I doubt how much to prosper.
Okay, give me that key. Because this only shows up after you hand the Mortician's ashes over. Which I forgot to look at the lore on. Let's see, I only picked up one Titanite? Yeah. So anyway, now that I got the key, I'm going to head back to the Undead Settlement real quick and introduce us to one more character. Right, first I gotta deal with the rats. I meant to do a plunging attack game, but okay. Okay. Interesting little thing over here, too. Which, Velka is important to anyone who's... I did not mean to do that. Who's played Dark Souls 1 and met Oswald of Kareem. See, right, there's skeletons down here. This room, okay. Yeah, skeletons in this game aren't really too much of a thing to worry about. One thing I do know is that strike weapons are a bit more effective against these guys, which unfortunately I am not using one. However, there actually are two different greatswords in the game that do strike damage, so... Hey, buddy. Come on. There you go. Alright, anyway, you don't want to follow him straight because he kind of leads you into a trap here against this guy. Yay, there's my last Titanite shard. Anyway. Okay, I'm being stupid. And another Titanite shard, so I should be good. But I might actually just continue a little further on into the game and maybe forgo going. Nah, I'm going to kill the thing. Yeah, I'm going to kill it. Gonna kill that next boss. Yeah, I'll do it this episode. We done, guys? Any more of you? No? We're good? Good. Which actually, if I'm gonna fight that boss. I'm gonna switch this out.
Who is this? Someone there? Anyone? Oh, please, whoever you are, touch me. The dark surrounds me, nibbles at my flesh. The creatures, they never stop waiting. So please, hold on your hand and touch me. Oh, yes, there you are. So close, indeed. And I am so tired, just yet. Praise the Son of God's above. Oh, forgive me. I am Irina of Karim. I came to this land so that I might be a firekeeper. Your touch has just freed from the darkness. You are the champion. I am weak and unfit to tend the flames. But if it will not trouble you, might I enter into the process instead? Oh, thank you, sister champion. I shall take my vows. I, Irina of Karim, solemnly swear to serve you.
So anyway, she's essentially the miracle merchant of the game, so she'll be selling for faith-based builds.
You gonna rest have you? Oh, very quick. Pitying creatures that be on hell. I'm sick of the eliminated. I am Igor, Knight of Karim. I am allied to you for as long as you assure the girl's safety. And only for that long.
Yeah, and he means it. Of course, he's only actually summonable for 2 bosses, and neither of those bosses are ones I really struggle with, so probably not going to see too much of him in any actual combat action in this game. See, I think I also forgot to talk to Cornix here at Firelink. Okay, first things first, go and talk to Grey Rat. Yeah. Anyway, he'll be gone until the next boss is killed, so I tend not to do that till I'm ready to kill the boss, so. Right, and now for this. See, now for Cornix. How are you gazing on it when you're blindfolded? Okay, so anyway, these are his starter pyromancies. You can buy the pyromancer set here, or you can just start the game with it by being a pyromancer. You need Titanite shards to reinforce pyromancy flame in this game. Actually, I might, at this point, fight the boss at the start of the next episode. And this is where Arena sets up. So yeah, only thing she sells is the ring, which lets you put more spells ready to be used, and it basically it just does what it says. Ugh. Anyway, starter miracles, nothing too much except essentially the unlimited homeward bone here. I really don't use these. I really don't. Alright, talk to you first, actually. Which, I can't be the only one who finds it weird that Braille exists in the Dark Souls universe. Like, how? Is that the one that unlocks Force for purchase? Yep. This one is the only one I ever really use on builds that aren't made for specific faith builds. 'Cause that's actually pretty useful. Right. So anyway, I think I'm going to call the episode here. Next time I'll be fighting the boss that's been sort of ominously lurking and waiting for me to show up for a while now. Anyway, I've been Time Walker, this has been Dark Souls 3, and I'll see you guys next time.